Hi, how you doing? I'm gonna be going over a wave 6 that I did as defender. I'm just gonna let it play through once, and then I'll go back through it and sort of talk about like the main things that I'm looking at and the important things. Because I know that wave 6 is arguably one of the hardest waves for defender. I'm pretty sure it is. It's just one of the hardest waves for defender because it's not very forgiving when you make small little mistakes here and there. It's not very forgiving and you kind of get fucked over quite easily, especially because you have to do a split the healers on the wall like this, as you're about to see. So yeah, that's basically the wave. Just a quick overview of it. I think I did it quite well. I think I did pretty well. I'll go over some of the things, the main things on how to get a successful wave 6. I would say that was a successful wave 6. So yeah, I'll, I'll just get into it, I suppose. So OS call it start. If you don't know about this, you can right click the horn like this. At the end of the previous call, so this is wave 5 right at the end, you can right click the horn, and then when the next wave starts, or when the wave ends, boom, you still got it here. So when attacker starts the wave, you can instantly OS call. Super overpowered, super good. Place safety food here. So I want to mention straight away, I place it here. If I place the safety food here, or anywhere around here, which some people may be doing, and then from here, I clicked to the delay spot, I would actually lure the first healer. I would move too far north, and I would lure the first healer. If if the if our actual healer hadn't gotten there in time. So that's something to keep in mind. So this is like the beauty spot for safety food. If you place it any more east from here, that's bad because you can lure it. But if you do, I'll still sometimes do. But if you do place the safety food here, just walk west and then walk north, so you can completely avoid luring that. That's just a small thing though. Something to keep in mind. I delay. I'm looking at the timer and I'm also looking, boom, at the healer. As you can see, 18 seconds. I want to move now. I've just seen the healer spawn. Oh, look at that. You can actually see I've just clicked as well. Perfect. I get going. I drop 4 food. I drop a trail. Drop 4 food for main stack. Main stack delay. Go grab logs. So you can see I'm well in time for logs. Got my first log at 23 seconds. As soon as it hits 24 seconds, second log will spawn. Boom, I grab that. That's 2 logs, and then I leave after 24 seconds. Now this is what's really hard about Defender. So there's 2 main staggers that you're going to want to be doing on wave 6. It's 2, 2, 2, and 1, 3, 2. They're the 2 main staggers. You will end up having to do variations of this, like 2, 3, 1, every now and then, based on the runners. But the main 2 you're going to be doing most of the time is this one and this one. Excuse me. So, how do you know when to do which? Basically, if you get back to the trap in time, and only one's died, and you've blocked the second one from dying, then you do 1, 3, 2. But if you just don't get back in time, or if you don't get back in time and first 2 have died, you do 2, 2, 2. As you can see here, I'm really close to blocking the second one, but it's not a big deal. So one of the hardest things about wave 6 is doing 2, 2, 2. it's because it's very. You have to be very quick. You have to be on time, and you can't be dilly dallying about. Otherwise, you kind of get fucked over. So I'll just put 222 like here. No, I won't. I'll put it like here. 222. As you can see, as I get there, I know one's already died at the trap because the food is at. Oh, I can see it there, and then there's only 3 crackers left. Boom. Second one chomps. Now, what a lot of people will do here is they'll go, okay, second one has died, and then they'll wait for the trap to go to 0, and then they'll repair the trap, and then they'll drop some food, and they have like no time to then multi this runner. This runner's already on his way. He's coming already, and you want to multi-kill him. This guy and this guy. Yeah. So, but you don't have to wait for the trap to go to 0. If you watch here. Oh, I did it even earlier than that. Look at that. I did it instantly. So the trap's at 1 right now, yeah? And you can repair the trap whilst it's at 1. I see the second runner eat, and you can see there, I'll try to get a freeze frame on it. I'll try and pause it. Look at that. As he chomps, I fixed the runner trap as it's at 1. Why do I do that? Because I know there's an animation when you're repairing the trap. If I repair it as soon as it chomps, it'll go to 0, and then I'll repair it, and it'll go to 2. And it gives me so much time to then multi this incoming runner. And you'll see. I repair it. It goes 0, and then back to 2. And I've got 1 second, 2 seconds to multi these incoming 2 runners. And then I can repair the trap. There's the 42-second spawn of the healer on wave 6. And I'm just now repairing the trap. Lovely. Perfect. You love it. You love to see it. You love to see it. And then, second one comes, I see it aggro's onto me. So I move 1 square to split them like this. Now you may be wondering, why did I drop a food here? That was actually a more kind of advanced thing for why I did that. The reason being, so I see this one eats 222. I know I have to do 222. I repair the trap. I drop another food. Do you notice that actually? Didn't mention that. Because I have to multi these next 2 runners, I've only got 2 food left on the trap. After I repair the trap, I just drop 1 worm to make sure that this 5th runner will still walk to the trap. You always want to make sure you have food at the trap so that these runners over here don't crash. If that makes sense. So I multi them too. And then I drop a food here. The reason being is because I see this one's gone east. I see this 5th runner's gone east, and this one's gone south. Now with east and south, obviously, well not obviously, well maybe not obviously, but with east and south runners, when this runner goes east and then the next runner goes south, this south runner will crash, yeah? And it can potentially hard crash. So he could go east or west. I did that east or west. Oh my gosh, terrible. What am I doing? Anyway, when he crashes, when this guy eats and this one crashes, he can either go west or east or south. If he goes west, it's not a problem. He'll still come back to trap. If he goes east, it's not a problem. He'll still come back to trap. If he goes south, then he'll be stood like over here, right by the cannon. He won't be able to see the trap food, so he'll go back to the main stack and then come back to the trap. What's the problem with that? especially in funds. It's not a huge deal in leeches, but especially in funds and speeds, that runner will not die until like 66 seconds, and usually the healer wants to be done before then. So you're like sabotaging them. That's the main issue with that. So what I do is, as you might already know, if it's east, like on the early waves, if it's east-south runners, then you bump this east runner, yeah? But obviously you can't bump it. The reason why you do that is so that this runner eats one tick later than you'd usually eat the food. So then this runner moves one tick closer by the time that this runner eats the food, and then he's here, this guy's here, and he can still see the trap food when he crashes, and he'll just walk and eat it. But obviously I can't bump that runner, I'm all the way over here. So I place a food here because it's effectively, I'm effectively doing the same thing as if I bumped it. I'm making this runner eat at the trap one tick later, because instead of him eating here, he's eating here, so he has to move one more square. It's basically effectively like I'm bumping him, so it prevents this guy from crashing. But that's a hard thing. That's like, I can't believe I spent so much time talking about that when it's like it's a hard thing to be doing, especially when you're learning. You're not really looking at the runners so much. You're only looking at the runner you want to multi-kill. At least that's how it was for me. Is there anything else I want to talk about? I don't know if I've fucked this up, if I've done a really bad job of this. I'm hoping it makes some sense to some people. If there's anyone who actually does watch this for some reason, and you have any questions about anything I did in this or anything about Defender in general, just ask me. The main issue that comes with Wave 6 is being slow. You don't want to be slow. You want to be dropping your trap food and then going. And try and keep notes of how. I'll try and make this go slower, actually. Pretty sure I can. Yeah. Try taking note of like the proximity of my character to the trap and when I start dropping the food. So I'm here. Oh shit. I didn't mean to do that. Hold on. I'll just let it play. But I get about like here. Oh my god. Absolutely terrible. But maybe you can see here. Basically, you drop the food early. Don't wait till you get to the spot to start dropping the food. You can drop it like from 2 towers away. So you don't have to fanny about. I think probably on my wave 1 actually, you might see a good example of this. I'm not sure, I haven't really watched it. I placed 2... So yeah, that's a wave 1. It's a good example for placing food. I'll play it on normal speed, so you can see. Don't dilly-dally about. I don't wait till I get to the trap to start dropping. I've just started dropping the food now. I don't wait till I get there. I'm all the way over here. I don't wait till I'm on top of the trap. I don't want to waste time. Already started dropping my food. I dropped 2 because it's wave 1. And I'm instantly off. I move instantly because I placed the food early. And you can see 2 food here, instantly off to block the second one. You got to be. That's completely not essential though. That's not necessary for wave 1, but it's still good. It's a good example to show that you can be quick with dropping food, and you should be, especially on wave 6 and wave 7. Because if you're placing your food quicker, a lot of the issues that you run into will be solved. They'll solve themselves because you're at the trap faster. I hope that makes sense. I hope this is useful to somebody anywhere. Thank you for watching if you actually did. See ya.